Hare Krishna. So, speaking from the Japa talks of His Grace Radhesham Prabhu and the Holy Name seminars of His Grace Chaitanya Charan Prabhu. So, why do we resort to mechanical approach of chanting? It's primarily because the mind becomes preoccupied with various other anxieties and concerns. So, during chanting, we want to set things right. Like we'll come up with different solutions, and basically, this is unending phenomena. Like if you sort out one problem, there is second, there is third, there is fourth. So this is unending. And this way the mind becomes preoccupied with many problems and their solutions. So there is this example of bubbles coming from the bottom of the water. So these bubbles keep on coming at the surface of the water. And therefore our mind becomes flooded with various thoughts and plans and solutions during the time of chanting. And what happens is because of too much focus on these ideas and these plans for solving the problems, the chanting takes the back seat and we switch off from chanting and we start focusing only on the problems. And many times what happens is we try to eternalize certain problems. Like if we are undergoing certain situations, like for example, in office, we have certain uh, challenges that have come up with dealing with the boss or dealing with the subordinates. We feel that this is going to be everlasting, or sometimes there are certain issues in the family itself, and we feel that, oh, now this problem is going to last forever. But if you look at the past and where the problems came up, those problems were not eternal. Like I remember one lecture of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, where he was glorifying Sindhutai Sakpal. In that, he said that our life is like a long line, and this line is made of small dots. So these problems are like these small dots, but we have to focus on this entire line and not just focus on the present problems. Now, what do we have to do if we have to overcome such type of chatter? So His Grace Radhesham Prabhu says that we have to cultivate tolerance. Now, tolerance not only from external agents or external stimuli agents, we have to, and these agents create mental chatter. But we have to see that our mind gives us so many proposals for sense gratification and also material settlement in our own mind. And it not only gives these proposals, but gradually it goes out of the control. And once it's out of control, then it becomes really difficult to focus. And if we look at all of this, we might feel very disturbed, disheartened, and we might even feel fed up of, again and again dealing with these same issues. So, what is the solution for this? Now, the solution is not immediate. For example, if there is a goods train running on the train track, and if the engine operator applies the brakes, the train doesn't stop immediately. It will travel, it will slow down its speed, it will travel to a certain distance, and then it will stop. Similarly, we have been in this material world for millions of lifetimes. And millions of lifetimes, the mind has given us various ideas and plans for material enjoyment. So suddenly it will not become calm and peaceful. Therefore, the solution is that we have to, if we have to live with this non-devotee mind, we have to make focus. We have to make more and more focus on the sound vibration of the holy name by attentively chanting. If we observe that there is one more thing, that when it comes to chanting, our mind requires more and more effort, unlike any other material activity. In fact, if there's some material activity like watching movies or watching cricket match or some other activities which provide sense gratification, that times the mind does not just cooperate; it will also incite us to engage in those activities. But when it comes to chanting, it will offer stiff resistance. Why? Because the mind knows very well that if we start focusing on the holy name of Krishna, then the mind will lose its own control. Therefore, with sincere endeavor and willpower, we can overcome this resistance of the mind, and we can make our mind our own friend and a devotee. Hare Krishna.